Right up, because we're having a game of bingo today, and the prize is the faith in your humanity slowly ebbing away. So let's get started, shall we? So, and our first one, get your cards ready folks, is have you ever been knitting a project and someone goes, oh, could you just knit me a, insert the very complicated project that's going to take several hours to do. No. Second, have you ever sold a pattern and had a bit of flack because it's not free? Someone's picked up that thing off of your stand and they go, how much? And you go, well, it's this much. And they go, no. Ever actually had your work physically stolen at a show? Ever had someone look at you and go, oh, come on, do me a deal? Well, no, it's as much as it is, because there's reasons. And finally, folks, with our last one today, have you ever totaled up the number of hours that you actually put into all of your business, with the show prep, with the production hours, and all the time you spend travelling, getting there, putting things out, getting set up, accommodation, staying over, time off of work, and then do you ever just feel the wheels live slowly ebbing away from your meat skeleton? Fuck. Full house? Yeah, me too. Yeah, this one's been going around my head for quite some time now, and particularly last weekend I had my very first theft at a show, which sucked. I mean, I know these things happen at all yarn shows, all wool shows, like everywhere actually. It happens all across life. Every element of retail there's going to be people nicking. But it just stung a little bit, you know, because I spend most of my time operating in cloud 9 of yarn people are great, and you know what, for the vast majority yarn people are great, they're nice and they're lovely, and particularly as opposed, you know, yarn shows you get the crowd that really do understand the value of your work, of your yarn that you've dyed with your two hands, these two hands. People understand that, people understand and get it. But who are these people that then don't get it? Who are these people that pay to come to an event like that and then think that it's okay to just pinch stuff? I don't understand. I mean, we're all independent business owners. We're all, the vast majority have probably got jobs. I've got a full-time job. I do all of this in my spare time because I do. No, honestly, I love it. But we all are putting hours into this. We put, like, with this, you get a skein of yarn from me or another yarn dyer. You're not just getting, it's not just that product, you're getting the time and the creativity and that expertise that's been put into it, and that care, like, it's something that we care about and we've put that care into it. And I don't understand the people that exist out there that think that that's not worth anything. It's not worth a bit of money. I just don't get it. And it's the same with the people that go, can I have free stuff because then you can get some exposure? I can't pay my bills on exposure. My landlord doesn't take deposits of exposure. Like, hey, Mr. Landlord, thanks for the house that you continue to let me live in. I've got this whole bag of exposure, so that will pay your mortgage and I can stay here, presumably. No? It's the same principle. And it's the people that go, like, oh, make me a deal. Like, I set my prices because I'm trying to set a very fine balance between trying to make it good value, but also make sure that I'm actually, like, charging a decent amount, like, for it to be worth it for me. And that's a fine balance. I'm not massively overpricing it. If anything, I usually underprice my stuff, and it does my head in. It does my head in, and it does a lot of people's heads in. Like, this week, the previous weekend, you know, I wasn't the only one that had stuff disappear, and it's such a shame, because it's always like the naughty kids in the class that take all the attention away from all the lovely other nice kids in the class, isn't it? And it takes away the attention from all the really nice interactions that I have with other people and all the friends that you get to see and catch up with, and it's I mean, I love it. It's, oh, is that straight? Yeah. And it's just such a shame. It's a shame, you know, like someone had like a whole book of patterns nicked. Like, what? That's so many hours that have gone into that. And like Poxy, like, I can't remember how much she said it was worth. It's like 12 quid or something. Like, it's massively underpriced when you think about all the hours that go into it. And it baffles me why this happens. Like, I'm not Tesco. I'm not this giant business that damages off a proportion of its stock, and that's just factored into the figures. I'm not accounting for losing a proportion of my stock because I haven't got enough. It's too small. Like, I'm just one small bit business here, and yeah, and you know, it kind of goes in hand with people not valuing their work as well. I mean, I've seen plenty of people, particularly when they get started, that don't really value, they'll price their work competitively, and that just lowers the bar for everyone. You know, people that have knitted things and then they want to sell them and they price them ridiculously cheaply, and it's honestly, I bang the drum for people to price your work competitively. Price it not just competitively, at a rate that actually means that you're going to get something out of it. It's because what if we all started valuing our time and valuing our work a bit more? Maybe that would, you know, I think that sends a message that actually it's worth something, and hopefully that, you know, and I know a lot of people get this, and I know, but it's, I don't know, it was a weird couple of days afterwards when I was kind of mulling it over in my head of why this happened and who would do something like that and why. It's the same principle of, you know, the people that, you know, can I have this thing and you can have some exposure in return. You know, there was an email that came, it was a few months back, and I had one of those emails and I was feeling a bit fighty, and I sent a response back, and I posted my response on my Instagram account because I was just like, come on, like, does this happen? Like, how often does this happen? Turns out it happens a lot, because a lot of other business owners commented saying, God, me too, me too, me too, me too. And I thought that was that, until said person who sent the email originally identified herself on that Instagram post by saying, well, it's not my fault that I can't afford all the yarn, so it's not my problem either. Like, why does that give you a right to expect that people are going to give things to you for free? Like, what? Like, we need to start, can people start valuing what we do? Honestly, like, I know most people do, but holy cow, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've felt this YouTube rant coming for quite some time, so I had a random day off work today, so I thought I'll jump on and talk a little bit about it, because I know there are so many people that are on board with this, and I know there are so many people that, you know, other business owners that get so fed up with, you know, people coming along like, can I have this pattern for free? And I'm like, yes, it's actually designed for these yarns over here. Oh no, I don't want the wool. I've got the wool. I just want the pattern. So can I have that? What? Like, but that was designed by someone and put like. I don't know. Yeah, bit of a ranty one today. Yeah. So, come along next week or whenever I get the chance to have another Hey J Yarn rant. Woo!